Speed climber Yicheng Zhao of China, born 2009, just ran the fastest time ever caught on camera, despite not being old enough to compete in international competitions. Since April of last year, American Sam Watson has held both the official and unofficial world records. Until 2 days ago, these were this 4.74 and this 4.665. Then, in what was probably a Chinese youth qualifying event, 15-year-old Xiao ran this 4.656. After Zhao's competition, Sam still holds the Olympic record and the IFSC record, 4.74, but it's debatable whether or not he still holds the official world record. In order for a record to be official, it has to be done in competition, but there is some uncertainty regarding the type of comp it has to be. IFSC sanctioned comps like the Olympics, World Champs and Cups, and the Continental Champs and Cups are all official, but the line starts to blur when you get to national comps. Some, like North American Cups and Japan Speed Cups, are held on IFSC sanctioned walls and are competitive enough to essentially be indistinguishable from international competition. Others, like the Coppa Italia, the French Climbing Championships, and this Youth QE where Zhao set his record, take place on commercial walls. To the average climber, these walls feel identical, but there are significant differences. It's important to note that though this isn't Zhao's home wall, he has climbed on it before. It's not really clear how often. This comp was likely a local youth event where he would qualify for Chinese Youth Nationals later in the year. After Nats, he'll be part of the Chinese under-18 speed team at the Youth World Championships in Finland. Since Chinese Nats are only streamed on Bilibili and there isn't a Youth Asian Championships this year, Helsinki Youth Worlds will be the only time we see Zhao climb outside of his Insta. We might, for the first time, have an official world record set at Youth Worlds. Now let's talk about Xiao, because as surprising as this was, his name has been on the map for over a year. His first international appearance was at Youth Worlds 2023, when he won as a first-year B. This is uncommon, but not rare. His time wasn't the fastest in his category either. What was more impressive was his consistency. After qualifying in 14th, he averaged 5.8 in the finals with a standard deviation under zero point zero 0.07. That wasn't an internationally competitive time, especially with him being Chinese. But an athlete being that consistent at that age is indicative of an auspicious career. He wasn't a world-class athlete until the spring of last year, when he dropped his practice PB 7.6% to this 4.99 in under 5 weeks. 0.38 in under 5 weeks is unheard of, and while it got some attention at the time, in hindsight, the community really should have realized that this kid wasn't just fast, he was special. This made him the favorite going into 2024 Youth Worlds, where he executed a glorious performance. His 6-run average was 5.25, which was internationally competitive then, as was his new PR, this 5.03. In September, he hit this 4.94 in comp, making him the 8th fastest man on the planet. In February, I holistically ranked him 15th in the world, which, I think, all things considered, was pretty justified. Xiao must have seen it or something, because he then decided to cut 5.9% in 17 days. Let me say that again. From his mid 4.9 PB to a world record mid 4.6 in 17 days. As a comparison, Sam Watson, the pioneer of ultra-fast practice times, has cut 6.3% from his first mid 4.9 PB to a similar world record mid 4.6 in 489 days. As a recap, 15-year-old Yicheng Zhao is now the fastest man alive after dropping 15.3%. That's over 0.71 seconds in 350 days. But you wouldn't know it if you just watch IFSC because he's too young to compete in any international competitions this year except for Youth Worlds this summer. While you're here though, I might as well tell you about a similar kid, Evie Albrecht. She is also too young to compete this year, despite having the 19th fastest practice time in the world. If it wasn't for Xiao, her recent progression would be completely unmatched. After running the fastest time at 2024 USA Youth Nationals, despite competing in the third oldest category, she dropped her time faster than any female athlete I've ever seen. She came down 6.8% over 4.6 seconds in 26 days. That's from this 7.26 to this 6.81. Let me know in the comments if you think these prodigies deserve a shot at international competition at their young age. If not, tell me why. And subscribe because I have a lot of similar videos coming in the future. See ya!